The most important job you have when it comes to selling your furniture is to relieve the anxiety of the person who is spending the money. A lot of people who reach out to me and they have been painting furniture for a while and their sales are not where they want to be. And I say, show me your website or your Etsy page. And usually they have an Etsy page. And when I go and look at it, there's not very much there listed. The product descriptions are super skimpy. They don't sell a whole lot, but they have a $3,000 item for sale. They haven't filled out, much information at the top on shop announcements, which is shop info. That's where you get to say what your shop is about, where you're located. It's a beautiful, helpful tool to increase the customer's confidence in you. Under your own name in Etsy, you get to say something about you and who you are. It's another way for a customer to make a connection with you, to understand that you're a real person, not somebody far away, not some scammer. On the products, you get to, on the product listings, you get to use all 10 photos, a video. I don't have videos of all mine furniture because Etsy just started that in the last year. But most of them I try to do that. I list the condition of it. I have a paragraph that lists about shipping. I encourage them, if you need more photos, order, you just tell me and I'll send you more photos. And so there's all kinds of things that you can do to relieve your customer's anxiety, the person's anxiety who is spending the money. This is true for local sales. What can you do to build their confidence and relieve their anxiety? It's spending their money. Even if it is a $300 dresser, that $300 is a lot of money to them, and they want to have some, some confidence. And there's steps that we can take to build those confidence. And one of the things that I say on Etsy is that in a lot of my products under my shipping description in my shop, like announcements and stuff, that I have successfully shipped furniture to 37 states over the past few years to very satisfied customers. I've had 2 or 3 customers who were not satisfied. That's going to be any business. You're going to have some who are not satisfied, and you deal with those things. But like saying that, it gives customers confidence in you. So, but you're maybe thinking, well, I haven't shipped to 37 states. Well, there was a time when I hadn't shipped to any states either. So what I would say is I professionally pack my own furniture. All furniture has been deep cleaned, inspected, professionally refinished, and sealed with a high performance top coat. You are getting the heirloom quality, one of a kind piece that looks absolutely beautiful in person. And I'm here to, if you need more photos, to send those to you. And it will ship fully insured because I make sure that the shippers I'm dealing with have shown me proof of their cargo insurance. Or if I use ship, I will buy the extra insurance. And so there's things that we can say to alleviate the customer's anxiety at spending their money. And if it's between you and somebody else they're considering, 2 products who are similar, and you've done all that, but this happens all the time, the products that you have for sale are being compared to somebody else's products for sale. And we like to think, oh, I'm not competing against anybody. If you have something for sale, you're 100% competing for another person's money. I don't care if you're selling bubblegum, highlighters, or furniture. If you have something for sale, you are competing. You may not have a competitive attitude, but you need to realize that there's customer is comparing your product with another product, and you need to do everything you can to put your best foot forward to relieve their anxiety. And that is called like marketing. And so marketing, let's say this, if an elephant comes town, if a circus comes town and you're in charge of the circus and you go hang a sign up that says The circus is coming to town. That is advertising. If you hire somebody with an elephant and drape a sign over an elephant and run that elephant down the street, then that is promotion. If the local newspaper writes about you, then that is public relations. And if the mayor says something nice about you, that is public relations. So, and if you are taking customers when they show up at the circus to all the games and they're buying the games and teddy bears and balloons, and that is selling. Well, all of that together, like if all of that together is your marketing plan. So your marketing are all of the tactics that you're going to use. Your marketing is your strategy. And one of my biggest strategies, hands down, number one strategy is to relieve my customers' anxiety. All of this information that I'm sharing with you, it's not new. It's information I have collected from being truly just a regular daily learner. I read an hour a day, every day, about my industry, most days. Once in a while, there's an exception. But most days, I'm a regular hourly reader and studier of my industry, of small business, of marketing, and it pays off. It does. Maybe you're listening to a podcast on marketing or sales or an audio book or whatever while you're painting or, driving or doing the dishes or cooking supper. Like, there's ways to do it. And the more you read, the better writer you're going to be. The better writer you are, the better product descriptions, the better communications you're going to have with your customers. I guarantee you that most of your competition is not reading an hour a day. If you read an hour a day, you are just going to boost significantly your sales ability and your marketing ability. And so all of that to say, like, it is essential to have a marketing plan. It is essential to study the market, to be a lifelong learner. This helps you later in your product development and even now. And this is professional development that is going, and as you develop these things professionally, when you're interacting with customers, when they message you or email you or call you and you have questions, they're going to be talking to somebody who is confident, who is assured, who has been studying and researching, who knows their product well, who knows how to speak about their product. See, we can paint our products and do it. You could be the best furniture artisan that there is, flipper that there is, the best furniture artist, but you have to know how to speak about your furniture. You have to know how to write about it. Those are significant things. You have to know how to photograph it. You have to become familiar with social media marketing, even being able to speak about it when the customer is talking to you, even being able to write about it, and you're writing your product description. Did you take a picture of your piece and run it through Google image search to see exactly what type of piece it is? That can help you write about it. It's those extra steps. But when people tell me their things aren't selling well, and I look at their Etsy pages, and it's usually very minimal. And a lot of times there's not cohesion on the things that they're selling. There's not consistency. They're not taking advantage of all the tools made available to them. And that just means if you just pick up and paint a piece of furniture, like curate it, paint it, put it up for sale, you have done about 50% of the work. And if your things aren't selling, it's because you need to do the other 50% of the work. And you don't become a great marketer right away. But if you begin reading about your industry or about small business an hour a day, whether it's design, painting, marketing, all of that, the languages of business and advertising, it is going to benefit you so much. This is one of the things when I had mentioned earlier, several people will come away from this course and will not actually follow through on these things. But if you want to have $10,000, $20,000 months, and have had both and have them many months in a row, then these are the things that I'm convinced you need to do, at least in my experience. This, I can only testify for me. is what has worked for me. If you want to have those higher numbers, you have to hold yourself to a higher level of accountability in marketing and product description. Your competition is not reading an hour a day. If you read an hour a day, you are like, it's a discipline that you are developing that is going to just going to grow your business so much, going to grow your product development, your marketing and professional development. It will be an amazing benefit to you. You'll get inspired, you'll get ideas. It will help you be a course teacher or a content creator. It's going to help you on so many levels.